I love everybody in our community. Mm. Oh my God.
He's Ash.
He's David. And this is the Artful Pose.
Hi guys, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. It's David from the Artful Pose. Guess what we're going to talk about? I can't reach it. So, I probably should have done this video in reverse. But the reason I'm going over it is because I don't generally purchase MCU action figures. I'm mostly interested in the comic books and comic accurate figures. I mean, I love the MCU, don't get me wrong. But Ash just got me this Galactus. And I ended up buying the rest of the Fantastic Four because I'm a big Ben Grimm fan. Oh, he fell down. So did Sue. That's horrible. Look, it's like the magic of special effects. It's like they didn't even fall down. And so Ash bought me this. So we're going to open it. And we're going to look at these figures. And we're going to talk about a young man's channel that I have been watching. His name is Ken, K-E-N. I Do This. And I'm going to put a link below to his videos for these figures, and wait till you see how he customized them. It's unbelievable. So anyway, let's talk about the MCU Fantastic Four, shall we? Yes, we shall. Woohoo! So let's start with Susan. This is a great figure. Very nicely done. You can see there's a lot of nice deco. I mean, the 4 is fantastic. Her face is really, looks just like the actress, Miss Kirby. No relation to Jack. Nice detail on the gloves. Look at that. That's awesome. I like it. You know, it's nice. I bought Ben Grimm first because he's my fave. And then I said, you know what? You know, I might as well just get all of them because I got Johnny Storm next, and he's way better than the other Johnny Storm that they've had, Marvel Legends. And so, you know, you can actually use this Johnny in your comic book display, and no one's going to know the difference. And he's great too. Nice deco, very classic with the lines, which is already in the suit, so it incorporates it. So that's a great Johnny Storm. I mean, he's a solid figure. I think it's like one of the best Johnny Storms that they've put out. I did not get the unflamed on Johnny Storm, but you know, maybe I will. But so I got Ben. I got Sue. I got Johnny. He was worth it. So I went and got the rest of them. Her likeness is great, but when I show you the link to that young man, Can I Do It? When you see what he did to these figures by just painting them, and the work he did on the face, it's just, it'll blow your mind. It's worth it for you to watch his video and see what he did. So we got Sue. Sue's great. Johnny's great. And we got Reed with the outstretched arms. Very nice Pedro Pascal likeness there. It's amazing what they're doing with the digital prints now. You know, you got the typical stretchy hands. We got that with the, you know, they haven't done anything spectacular with Mr. Fantastic. I'm hoping that they'll do a maximum version of him and give us some other stuff. Because I don't know if you've seen the Hot Toys or there's some other ones. Man, they got some cool Mr. Fantastics out there. But, you know, it's a great read. It's a great outfit. It's different. It's retro. I don't know if you guys saw the movie, but I love the movie. I thought the movie was fantastic. I've been waiting for a good Fantastic Four. You know, after my Avengers comic that I've shown off since we unboxed the Sentinels when we launched the channel, I got a really warm place in my heart for the Fantastic Four. You know, you may have noticed that when we talked about Dragon Man. So, after the Avengers, after Iron Man and the Avengers, Fantastic Four, he's right there. And it's nice, it's nice. I like it. The next one is this female surfer. Really great figure as well. Looks just a lot like the actress and like the character that they did in the movie, where if you've watched any of the behind the scenes, they'll tell you that he did her. He wanted her to look like an antique mirror. I don't know if you've ever seen an antique mirror, but it gets like blemishes on it, and she looks. You can see a little bit of that rust kind of color there, but she's really sweet. I think it's great. The fact that she came on a slide with her surfboard, which is also very antiqued as well. I can't find it. It's lying around here somewhere. Remember that, kids. Take care of your stuff so you don't lose them. But great thing for the surfer. I really liked it. And she's a great representation of the character. She can't quite look up so much, but that's because of, the hair. It's to be expected. But it's a nice figure. They could have given us more, with the, with that new female buck that they've been using. But, I understand. I get it. They got to make money. All in all, still, good figure. Like I said, I don't buy MCU stuff, but she's nice. And then, of course, Ben. I love me some Ben Grimm. And this is a cool Ben Grimm. And, the funniest thing is, my wife's a big reader. And I like to read as well, besides comics. And she turned me on to The Lord of the Rings. But, the funny thing is, when you read something like that, an epic story, you have a voice in your head for what a character sounds like. And when Lord of the Rings came out, now every time I read the book, it sounds like Ian McKellen. That's Gandalf and, Frodo Baggins. And they all have the voices now of those characters from those movies. And I was freaked out with Thanos when they made him in the movie. Because, again, I mentioned this also in our other videos. Thanos was my favorite villain, and we're going to do a video about that. And my dog was named Thanos 30 years ago, when I was only 35, as opposed to what I am now, 65. Well, really 64. But anyway. So, I say that to say this. When I saw the movie, I was worried about how Ben Grimm was going to sound. I was like, don't do a cliched Jewish Brooklyn accent, that's over the top. But I love the actor and how he did his voice. And now that's the voice of Ben Grimm for me. And I like this Ben Grimm, but he's not quite big enough. I think he should be bigger. But, for movie reasons they made him the size they did. But I love the fact that he's got the sculpt and everything. He's great. Love me some Ben Grimm. And then we get to the next one. Galactus. Oh my God, Galactus. Oh, there he is. So let's cut this guy open. Let's get him out of the box and see what we think of him. So there you have it. There's the Galactus that came with this. He's pretty simple, but he's cool. I like him. I appreciate the fact that Ash picked it up for me. He will make a nice addition to this little MCU group of Fantastic Four folks I have. And just for comparison, let me show you what he looks like next to one of the original Galactus Build-A-Figures. Hold on. So, here you have your new MCU Galactus next to an old but cherished Build-A-Figure Galactus that came back out way in the day. So that's pretty cool. They match up very interestingly. Very muted colors. And like I said, I'm going to link Can I Do This? And I would encourage everybody to go look at that video, because that boy's talented and it really shows you what you can do with a little bit of paint and imagination. And you can make things look really striking. So, here you go. So I wonder what these guys are talking about. You hungry? Yeah, you? What do you want? Chinese? China? You want to eat China? No. Are you interested in Chinese? No, I was thinking more about Mars.
A Mars bar?
No, the planet.
I think I'll pass. Let's get pizza.
Okay, pizza sounds good. There you go. What do you think? That's not too bad of a display for a rookie. So remember, please, if you like the video, like, subscribe, share. If you would like us to cover something, please let us know. And may all your poses be artful. I'm just wondering, what is Susan and Shalabelle talking about? She's like, stop. Would you please just stop?
I was wondering about your brother.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our latest video. We really appreciate it. We hope that you found it entertaining and enjoyable. And please make sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to see us cover something, please put it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And until the next video, make all your poses artful. Is this artful? I don't know. I'm such a rookie. Anyway, see you later.